Katey. Okay, I am so excited. Also, I made you the co-host, so you should be able to like mute and unmute yourself also. I first just want to start, or I just want you to start and kind of like share your story. So for any of like our new girls or just people that don't know you, that they can figure out who you are.
Okay, sorry. Hi. Hi guys, I'm Katey Battenfield. I am a triple diamond. I've been with It Works for 2.5 years. I joined as an 18-year-old broke college kid. I just wanted money. I saw Shay posting and figured that if she could do it, then I could do it. I got started 2 weeks in and I quit, and I told her to never talk to me again. Okay? 6 months of watching Shay. Shay went triple while I was watching her. Yeah, Caroline, 2.5 years. But anyway, Shay went triple while I was watching her. I came back in June. The reason I came back is because I had dropped out of college a week before finals, got a full-time job. 2 weeks after I got my full-time job, I found out I was pregnant at 18. Okay, decided I was going to work. I texted Shay and I was like, yo, I got to go diamond. And she was like, okay, you already quit. I went diamond 120 days later, got $15,000 in bonuses, insert income disclosure. Retired corporate America, October 2018. I've been home since then. I had my baby December 2018. Moved into a new home with my fiance. At this point, I was paying for my brand new car. I got a brand new car. I got another brand new car soon after that because I needed a mom car. Since December 2018, I've paid all of our bills just with this as a diamond, went double diamonds February 2019. Right after that, I started to realize I was struggling with postpartum depression and anxiety. It got so bad that I could not walk out of my house without legitimately fearing for my child's life or drive. I was so scared to drive, I would like shake. I would have crazy panic attacks. I had crazy insomnia. So because of this business, I was able to stay home and not have to go to a job. All throughout the summer, I dealt with that a lot. I was very hermit. I was really an angry leader at that time too. And then I moved out of that home because of landlord issues into another home. And then a month after living there, I found out that my mom had suddenly passed away. So my mom passed away. I dealt with more depression, went through a really low part in my business, and then got back up. And you guys, the lowest time in my mind, I think, like just as a human in general, I turned my business to an all-time high. Like during that time, I had made more money in cabs and fast starts than I had ever. All of the hurt I had just turned into productivity, and I was just putting any kind of emotion that I had into my business. So come January 2020, I called Shay and I was like, all right, I'm ready to go VIP. My volume was barely 10,000. I was barely maintaining diamond in January. And then I ended up going triple in April with almost 50,000 GV. And so that was like, that's a big volume jump. Okay. The month before it was only like, I think it was less than 25, honestly. It was less than 25. And then I went triple that next month. So now we're here trying to go prez.
Yes, I love you. This is my best friend, everyone. But I'm just so excited for this. So I know a lot of you guys have been kind of asking for like a question and answer type of thing. And for some of the questions we got, I was like, Katey is going to be the perfect person for this. So I wanted her to hop on with us and we're literally just going to like go back and forth. Caroline, I guess we can share. It's fine. But yeah, so basically we're just going to kind of go back and forth. And if you guys don't know me, because there's some names in the chat that I don't recognize, my name's Cheyenne. I'm a triple diamond. I'm going presidential by the end of October, and Katey is too, but she didn't say that, so I'm going to manifest it for her. I joined almost 3 years ago. In October will be 3 years. I retired myself from corporate America 6 months in, earned a lot of bonuses, insert income disclosure, went triple diamond right before a year and a half, and I adopted a cat named Keto. Crystal's got me. I have literally a cat that's named after our products because they're amazing. And so yeah, that's just basically long story short about me. I'm also, I bought my dream car and I'm about to be getting my first house soon. So all of you guys manifest all the positive vibes for me because I'm stressed. But anyway, so going from this, a lot of you guys, oh, Caroline, you're going way too fast for me there, sister. But yeah, so basically, my face is probably going to get red now. It's fine. But yeah, so basically, the first thing I wanted to talk about was a lot of the questions that some of you guys asked, like they were all the same, and like I loved that, honestly, because like I kind of just like when people ask the same questions, because it shows me that like even if you guys are having like issues, I guess I don't want to call it that, but you guys are just like wanting to learn, like you're not the only one that's going through that, which I think is so awesome. Like every single one of us goes through like a different like journey, season, whatever you want to call it, but we also like most of the time go through that together. And so I know I sent Katie a couple of questions as well, but the one thing that was asked a lot is enrollment tips. And Katie, I'm also going to ask like anything that you have for this as well. But honestly, you guys, like the biggest thing that I have seen from enrolling is host to post. And like that is literally how I'm signing everything. And I'm going to try to answer like a couple of these questions like in a row. But like I have like a non-negotiable number of getting at least 10 host to post up a day, at bare minimum 10, regardless of what they are. 10 is like, I'm not going to bed until 10 host to post are up, but I try to shoot more for like 20, 25, 30, because the more you're going to get, the more that you're going to enroll. Everyone smiles, Katie's taking a picture. But basically like, that's like the biggest thing. Oh, it was a boomerang, my bad. But it's fine. So basically, trying to pose for you to make it cute, Katie. It's fine. But yeah, so you just want to make sure that like you're getting host to post up. And like, I know right now if you're saying like, well, host to posts don't work for me, sister, I have been there too. And I'm sure Katie's been there. I know a couple girls on my team have been there to where like we have just mentally said like host to post do not work. I 100% promise you they work if you're doing enough of them. Like when I was getting 2 up a day, yeah, they were not working, but like, why would I expect them to be working, you know? And just like Crystal said in the comments, she goes, cast a bigger net, catch more fish. Exactly. Because like if you're getting more host to post up, it's just like literally like you feel me there. So host to post are honestly my biggest tips for enrollments for customers and distributors. And also if you guys have any questions throughout this as well, just like put them in the comments or the chat, because I do have that pulled up. But the biggest thing is like on top of that, I do reach out for host to post, which I know some people don't do, but I personally reach out for them, and I'm sending you guys my messages right now. So the first one, obviously one of them just says post it up on your wall, and one's for your story. So obviously one's for Facebook, one's for Instagram, and I send out 30 on Facebook and 60 on Instagram. I try to do more than 60, but 60 is just kind of like a good number for me. And then I'm also doing like the normal giveaway host to post that other people are posting. So that way those are also like generating comments and stuff too. Yeah, Crystal, that's like a perfect message. Thanks, babe. But yeah, so basically just like any way that you can get a host to post up, whether that's doing like a giveaway post or just having people actually throw up the giveaway host to post, which mine is this. That's the current giveaway that our team is doing this month. So like I literally just change it for whatever we're doing, but that is how I get host to post. And on Instagram, I just have them post a little picture that I made of, it says like, I'm looking for like stay-at-home moms, blah, 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 like just like a distributor host to post. That's like all I do. And that's how I've been enrolling. I've enrolled almost 10 customers this month and 7 distributors, all of them from host to post. So if you're not doing them, please do them. Okay, please. And then on top of that, I'm like trying not to talk the whole time, but I also send out this to everyone. I only do it for Instagram just because like I'm weird, but you can do it anywhere. Send that out to people that have posted for you. And I have signed so many DTs from that message. I actually signed a girl that used to be a customer for me, and she's literally going Ruby this month. Signed up, got her shopping spree, got charted for Ruby. So Taylor, if you're on here, shout out to you, but sign them because like they understand the business and they get it all. So those are my tips for enrollments. But Katie, if you have anything else, please share.
I just want to touch on this, and I'm not going to be long. Today I actually called Shay because if you guys haven't been here a long time, I used to be a mass DT enroller. Like you could not touch me, okay? On the DT enrollments, I was your girl. I lost my confidence about a month ago because of one thing. Like, and I'm not going to go into the dirty details, but one thing completely crushed my confidence and it just changed everything. So I called Shay having a meltdown today and I was like, yo, they usually flock to me. What's happening? Like, what is happening to me? Am I broken? TikTok. Go to TikTok. If you are not doing TikTok, shame on you. It's not getting shut down, okay? It's not getting shut down. And if it does, use it until it's gone. Use it. Why not use it? Okay, Shay, this is her tips for me. Stop caring about what you look like. Stop caring about what you feel that people see about you and just do it. Like, if you'll just get up there and have fun with it, because what attracts people to this business is freedom and fun. Not if your hair is done perfectly, if your makeup is on, if your eyebrows are fixed, or you're wearing falsies. Nobody cares about that stuff. They care about your freedom and your fun and your knowledge. So why are you not doing TikTok? Okay, just go out there and do it. You'll thank me later, because I was a snob. I did it today. You'll just wait. I'm finna be TikTok queen. Okay, that's all I have on that.
You're literally speaking to me because you know I'm having such a hard time with TikTok, you guys. I'm so scared, but we're gonna get through it together. So if you're nervous and you're scared, I'm there with you, sis. My face is getting red because I'm getting anxious, but okay, anyway, another thing that was asked a lot as well is how to just make like quick cash or like start making money right off the bat. And honestly, you guys, the biggest thing I can say for this is sample cash. I don't know if you guys were on the Diamond Tribe Zoom last night, but Kristen was talking about how like she was selling sample cash and like I'm pretty sure she said over $500 a month. Like in 1 month made $500 in sample cash. I literally today, I was in the middle of like viewing a house, I guess, like walking around, and I literally sold a sample for $20. Like literally walking around this house, texting a girl back and forth, literally made $20 cash or Venmo, but whatever. And I was like, okay. And Sarah Salinas also just figured out like a super cool way to do this as well. So if you guys are able to do this, I want you to like kind of follow along with me, but go to your sample app and you're going to have to like log in like 3 times because it's weird. Resets that way for me. And then you're going to click send a sample. And then you're going to click send a sample again. And then you're going to click, you have to click it twice, sorry. And then you're going to click get prospect info. And there's going to be a little button right here. It's like a little weird triangle with dots. And you're going to click that and it says post. And just click add it to your notes. And it's literally going to give you guys a link that you can literally send to people to fill it out. And it's going to send you an email. And then, yeah, Katie, I literally just changed all of your lives. Thank you. I'm holding for the applause. So then this morning, I posted something like that on my Facebook earlier today. It was like 20 samples out, blah, 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 blah. And like, you guys can go look at the post. And I just said, fill out the link in my bio, like at the very bottom. And then I posted a screen recording of how to get to the link because I posted it to my milkshake. And within minutes, I had an email and it popped up as like a connect notification, but for the sample app, and it said, so-and-so filled it out. And I was like, oh, cool. So then I looked and it says sample request. And it's a literal email that says, hello, Cheyenne, the following prospect has requested a sample. And like, so then I literally copied her email and copied her phone number. I had to copy her name because it was taking me a minute to know how to spell it, even though it was right there. And I literally just said like something like, hey girl, this is Cheyenne. Like it's $20. I can do Venmo or Cash App, and then I can send it to you. I got her Venmo. She Venmoed me $20. I went onto the app and clicked confirm sample, and it literally sent it to her. I didn't have to type in anything because all of her info is right there. Boom. Okay. So then that's one way you can do like sample cash. That's like the best thing. And I also made like a little thing. It might be on my story still, but it's basically just like a little thing. And then the screen recording is behind it showing you how to get to the link. So that's just another way to get sample cash. Like we didn't have that whenever I joined. Honestly, like I wish we did, like, cause it just makes things so much easier. Like literally was $20 walking, like I was walking around a house, you know? So excuse me, that's another really big thing that I think is super important. And also, you guys, fast starts. literally fast start bonuses, which if you don't know what those are, enroll a new distributor, help them get their shopping spree, and you literally get $150 cash. Okay. I just had a retreat for my team and I literally paid for the entire thing with fast starts. I'm currently saving for a new Xbox, so like don't judge me, but my Xbox is broken. So that's what my next fast starts are going to. And then like you can use them for bills, you guys, like every month since probably like I don't even know when. I've at least paid my car payment in fast starts. Like even after I got a new car, I've at least paid my car payment just in fast starts. And most of the time I'm paying more bills on top of that in fast starts too. So if you can like rack up on all of these fast start bonuses or even sample cash, you guys, like it's $20 a pop or 15, however you want to charge. It's literally just like cash, cash, cash. And it's so simple. So that's one thing. Katie, did you have anything you wanted to add to that? Okay. So do you just want to go into like one of the questions? I feel like I've been talking for an hour.
Do you just want me to start like with the first question?
I'm over here talking to myself and I'm muted. But yeah, you can just go into the first one. That's fine.
Okay. So one of them was working your business instead of pulling away. Can you drop a 1 if you feel like you've ever been overwhelmed with something and you would just rather be like, well, I'm overwhelmed, so I'm just going to take my business out and then do that later. Yeah? You feel me? Okay. Okay, don't do that. Like, if we're just going to be real and red here, because this is why anyone asked me to be on a leadership Zoom, is for the real. Okay? Just don't do it. I've gone through some hard life moments, and every single time I dive and I put my emotions and my energy into my business instead of sitting back on it. Because what does sitting back do for you? Because in 6 months, past my anxiety and depression stage, past losing my mom, like I was able to look back and be like, dang, I'm so glad that I did that. But because of that, I'm sitting where I'm at now. I'm sitting making a high paycheck. I'm sitting at VIP. I'm getting my team ready to go presidential. Like, what if I hadn't? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to do this job. It doesn't take a lot of effort to do this job. You can send messages. I promise you. I promise that you can. I promise you can post on your story. I promise you can show up. I promise there's some self-development that can pull you out of the lowest place. It's going to hurt. I'm not saying don't feel your feelings, but I'm just saying don't let life pass you by. Why would you? Sitting there does absolutely nothing for your future. And it's still going to keep going. It's not going to stop because you stopped. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I've been through the most of the most. And you guys, it's not like I'm older. Like I'm literally only 21. I'm only 21. Okay. If I can make this decision at 21, yeah, I just turned 21 like a week and a half ago. Okay. If I can make that decision for my business at my age with my circumstances, with the things that I've been through, you can too. Because chances are you probably haven't gone through something that dark, you know? And if you just set your mind now, like no matter what, like the business is going to be my constant, you'll be able to get through the things when you go through life like that. You won't look back and say, dang it, I wish I could be home for a week. Because at your 9 to 5, you probably get 1 week of vacation a year, right? That's normal. What if you can't have that? What if you already took it and then something happens and you need the time off, but you can't? So you're at your job. You just never know. Even if this isn't going to be your full-time career, just think about what it could save you. You know, it could take you on vacation. It could pay. I had to pay for a funeral. That's pretty dark, but I had to pay for a funeral. So what would you have to pay for? Is it paying a car off? Is it paying rent? Is it paying a security deposit? Is it paying tuition? Is it paying for your sister's car? Is it your sister's tuition? Just, you have to consider those things, the what if, that you have the extra cushion. So that's my advice on that. Do you just want to go to the next one, or do you want to bounce back and forth? How do you want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing more I can add to that. So I mean, like that was like perfect. Because I mean, like it's true, you guys, like life is always going to happen. And like I've never gone through some of the things that Katie has gone through. And like that's one thing that like when I stub my toe, I'm like, oh my God, Katie, like I need to get my head out of my butt, you know, because it's like there are like worse things happening in the world, you know, like it's just different, but it's like you can't stop. Like, and that was like one thing that have like preached to like some of the girls on my team is like, if you stop, like, I am sorry to like say this, it is going to go down. Like, if you are right here and you stop, the only place it can go is down. But what if you keep going? You may maintain this, which may not be bad for you, but what if it goes higher? What if you promote? Like, what if you get to that next level? You know, like, what if your paycheck increases? But you would never know because you stopped. And that was like one of like the really hard truths that I had to like point out to myself, was like, if I stop, it's going down. And I was like, I don't want it to go down. And like she said, it is not hard to work this business, you guys. Like, it is so simple. Do not overcomplicate it, because that is one thing that I am known for doing, is like asking 15,000 questions and then spending so many time going like, what if, that I literally just like sit there and I'm just like, woohoo, you know. But like, what if I just like message 30 people? I literally sent a message that my upline sent me, or that I saw on a team Zoom chat or something, and I sent it to 30 people and at least got a couple potentials. It is one step forward, you know. So I love that so much. I guess I did have something to add to that, but that's fine. But the next thing that I wanted to go into is, someone asked, I'm trying to find like the exact question, but there's a lot of them on here. But so someone asked like more tips on how to get customers and how to approach people in like a non-robot way and convince them that they need to buy the product. And then another one kind of going along with that is like how to convince someone to buy this product if it's too pricey for their budget. And then just like building conversations with your customers, just like becoming their friend. Oh yeah. So how can you develop a better communication between you and your customers so they don't think you're a scammer? I know some things can't be avoided, but what are your tips? Oh, that's a different question, but we'll go into that. But like the biggest thing I can say for this, you guys, is just do check-ins. Like if you're in my team page, or at least Shay's, just search follow-up, and there's a screen recording or a video of the monthly check, or the, I guess, twice a month check-ins that I do with my customers. And if you don't have that video, just like text me or text your upline. We can get it to you somehow. But I like programmed my Connect app to text people 7 days after their first auto shipment, 15 days after their auto shipment, 7 days before, 15 days after, 7 days before their third auto ship, and then 5 days after. So I'm constantly checking in with them at least twice a month, just about something. And then I also add them into the customer page. I just use the one that I almost called her totally the wrong name, but Jade Hooper said. So this is the link, and that's the message I send too. It goes, here's the link, let me know when you add yourself, and I'll make sure you get in. I'm an admin for the page, so I can just confirm them, but I confirm everyone that goes in there. So I mean, even just like if you're on my team or someone's team, be like, hey, I added someone to this page, they're going to get in at some point. But send them to that page. Like the way that we're doing it now is kind of like a boot camp type of thing. I don't send it to people that do not have weight loss products, or will say, because it's more of like accountability for weight loss. But I mean, you can still add them in there. There's like nothing wrong with it. But I at least check in with them, because one thing that I know that I need to focus on, like I need a ton of GV to go presidential. And it's not going to happen just for me. But what it can happen from is if my team is consistently bringing in 20 to 30,000 GV a month, which we do and have done since the beginning of this month, and like that just has to be retained. You know, like it just has to be like kept, and that's going to be kept like over time, even after 90-day challenges, by checking in with your people. They're not just going to like buy and then buy for the rest of their lives. Some people are going to stop after the 90 days, but what if because you built that relationship with them, they don't? Like, what if they keep purchasing, you know? So that's just like one thing that I've been taking like care of, I guess. And another thing is I do send like little thank you cards. I can try to get one real quick. Okay, so it says, thank you for your order, Cheyenne Nickerson. In the back, it just has like a little verbiage. I got these made on Vistaprint because I hated writing them out, because I'm also red and I don't have time for that. You can write them out if you want to, but they just say like, you can always log into your account, change and turn off your monthly orders by simply going to itworks.com and log in with your customer ID and password. Please let me know if you need anything at all. Thanks again. In the middle, it literally has a space for customer ID and password. And then at the bottom, it also says, it basically just says you have to complete 3 months. You're going to be charged a $50 fee that we talked about. So it says like all of that too. So I send these out with a sample of defining gel. We don't have those anymore. So I'm sorry. I don't know how I got them, but I got little samples of defining gel. Can't find them anywhere, but you can even do keto energy. I literally just had one right here, so that was perfect. But you can just throw like a couple of these in there and then send it off with one stamp and you're fine. Even 3 of these in one stamp will still send to the post office. So just like the generic little flag stamps, 1 of these and 3 of these will send to them. So that's just a little fun fact as well. Oh yeah, and Caroline even said product rewards as well. Like it's just another way to get like more product for like cheaper, I guess, but that's another thing. I'm trying to think of it. Katie, can you think of anything you can add on to that? Okay. But yeah, so I mean, like that's just like the biggest thing, but like just check in with your people, you guys. Even if like distributors, customers, whatever they are, check in with them. Like this business is about building relationships, and that took me like 2 years to finally understand, but here we are, you know. And it's just like building that relationship with them, because like now like some of my customers text me all the time, and then because they build that relationship with you, they're gonna be like, so like how do you make money? Like, what do you do? You know? And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I make money from my phone selling these products. Boom, you got a DT. Literally happened to one of my new distributors today. She got a customer for HSN. The girl's loving it, and she's going to be signing up as a DT soon. It is that simple. So I'm out of breath going on from that. So yeah, you can just go to the next question, Katie.
All right, we're going to talk about colors. Who struggles with how to train other color personalities? Drop me a 2. Red, blue, yellow, green, all of the colors. If you struggle in any kind of color, drop a 2. Okay, wow, everybody. Litty titty. About to talk about it, okay? I'm just going to give you my number 1 tip on every single color, okay? So I'm a red, blue. Drop me a 1 if you're a red, okay? Dominant red. I don't care what your secondary is. Dominant red, drop a 1. Okay. Have you ever felt angry at your team and you get so hot-headed that you just want to bulldoze everybody? I got you, okay? That's a red thing. Let me tell you how to be a healthy red. Realize that you're not right about everything, and that your way is not always going to be the only way. It's just an option, okay? Being a red does not mean that you are the boss all the time, and it doesn't mean that you're always right. What it does mean is that you have that just that thing that people will follow. Reds are just born leaders, natural born leaders. Okay? If you're a red, you can speak life into people and people will come with you, but sometimes that red can be, I'm the boss and everybody do what I say. You kind of go into like manager mode or like boss mode. But in this business, if you're red and you love on people and you just show them the way to go, you don't have to make them listen to you. They will just listen, you know? Because Cordy's looking at me right now, because early in my business, 2019, I was angry, like I was mean, like I loved the fact that people were scared to talk to me, okay? Now, I literally get asked to speak on Zooms because I'm red. Because sometimes red can be the hardest color to train, but sometimes it can be the hardest color to be a leader in. You know, you just kind of have to find that balance and just take a step back. If you're angry at your team, take a step back and say, have I done that? And how did I get through that? That's how you lead a red. Okay. Now yellow. Where are my yellows? Drop a 2. Where are the yellows? Come on. I know there's some lolos in here. All right. Yellow, I need you to drop me a 1 if when you're emotionally connected to somebody, you're stuck to them. You're not going anywhere, right? Okay, let me tell you something about yellows. And yellows, you can drop a number. If you're a red, you need to hear me on this. If you're a red and you have people in your downline that are yellow, you cannot straight up tell them what you want from them. You have to talk to them and build a relationship with the yellow. They need to be your friend. They need to know that you care about them, because as a red, you assume that everyone is on the same level as you and that everybody understands you because everyone reads your mind because you're red and everybody pays attention to everything that you think and do, right? Okay. Yellows need to know that you care about them. So here's my advice to training a yellow. Ask them about their family before you ask them about their business. Okay, ask them how they are. their family, their life outside the business, because the business is not their life. It's a part of their life. It's a part of all of our life. Okay. That's how you talk to a yellow. And then you can talk to them about their business. If you will tell a yellow what you need from them after you've built a connection with them, they'll do it. Yellows are the hardest workers. Reds are 10 not the hardest workers in this business. They're absolutely not. Yellows are the hardest workers. Okay? So you got to be careful with the yellow. You can't yell at them. You can talk to them, love them, and then lead them. You know? Okay, where are the blues?
Katie, can I hop in real quick?
For sure, bro. Go.
I raised my hand. I don't know if you could see me. But one thing I wanted to add about yellows is just real quick. I'm not gonna go too far into this, but what Katie said, yellows are literally the hardest workers, and I just want to preach that again because I was the person that is negative yellow, and I was like, yellows are soft. Yellows don't do anything, and I literally thought that forever. And you know what? Most of the yellows on my work didn't do anything. Why? Because I was literally manifesting that over them. Okay. So I want you, if you think that, if you were that version of my brain, I guess, where you think that, tell yourself they're hard workers. Why? I literally had enrolled over 30 distributors over the last couple of months. I'm just saying a rough number there. Every single one of them was yellow. And I was like, God, I hear you. Okay. I see what you're doing. And I just changed my mindset. I'm like, these people, they got it. They're going to work hard. And I think only about 2 or 3 of them missed their shopping spree. And I was like, oh, hello. So everyone can work hard. Okay. So I just had to throw that in there real quick because I understand that negative mind frame about that, and Katie helped me a lot through this. So I just had to throw that out there too, because literally, like I said, everyone can work hard, but same difference. But it literally is just it just makes the biggest difference if you just change your mindset about it, and they're not a color, they are a person also, and that just really helped me too. So sorry, Katie, you can go back.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm just typing my book recommendation. Okay, for blues, I have a book recommendation for you. And if you don't know this, I will remember your name and ask you if you read it. Okay. I'm typing it down. It's called To Hell with the Hustle. And I just started reading it, but oh, dang it, I can't find his last name. It's covered with a sticker. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's called To Hell with the Hustle. And let me just ask you, Caleb, please come get Charlotte. She just bulldozed in the room like, hello, I'm here. Okay. So with the blue, I want you to drop a 1 if you relate to me.
Oh, yeah.
As a blue, okay, Girly, I'm gonna mute you. There you go. Do you ever feel like you just need something new or fresh? Or you always I need a new workspace. I need a new outfit. I need to go. I need to do something different. I need something else. I'm bored. I want something else. Ooh, TikTok? I'm only going to do TikTok. You feel me? Blues? Let me tell you something. You go read this book. Okay, I'm secondary blue. So actually my secondary color changes. It's called To Hell with the Hustle. I put it in the comments. It's by Jefferson Bethke. I don't know how to say his name. Anyways, he's a younger guy, and he's an entrepreneur, and you just need to read it. Okay, I'm not even gonna tell you anything because you're blue, and you'll be like, oh, you're already telling me about the book. I'm not gonna read it. You're gonna go read it. I'm not gonna tell you anything else. Okay. Here's the thing about blues. You have to continue talking to them or they get bored with you. Or you have to make them keep learning, because here's something I've learned about blues is blues was actually some of the smartest people. Okay, I know greens are smart, but blues are not smart as numbers, but they're inventive. Okay, and they're willing to learn the next thing every single time. If you ask them to create a story slide, they'll do it. Ask them to do a contest, they'll do it because it's fun. Ask them to do a Zoom. Ask them to create something. Ask them to do posts. Ask them to do some kind of training. Blues are the most creative color, and that's why they get bored so fast. Okay, something I've learned with my blues is if I will just continuously change it. So checklists. Me and Shy have been doing checklists. 1 month she let them do them with her. The next month she did them. But she switches them up. Okay, so every single day it's a different checklist, right? As a blue, I can't figure out what to do. I'm like, I'm gonna go get this checklist and small wins. Let me just tell you that as a blue, you gotta have small wins. So if you enroll a blue, you say, okay, girl, we're gonna go and follow 172 people. It can be that exact. But if you give them something they can do, they'll do it immediately because they need a small win because it's so exciting to them. And blues thrive on excitement. So here's the thing. If you're a green teaching a blue, it's not just your way. Something I have learned about greens is that greens think we do this list every single day and it's only this way. It's not just that way. You can change it and you can change it over and over and over and over again, but you can accommodate them because as a leader, you're not just doing things for you, but you're doing it for your team. And if you want to go anywhere, you got to change it to them or you will stay in the same place forever and have fun with that. Okay? Now, what else did I not do? Greens. Okay, let me just tell you, I used to hate training greens. You know why I hated training them? Because I didn't want to learn about them and I'm a red, so I'm stubborn. Okay, anyone relate to me on that? Can you drop a 1 if you're green? Just shy. Courtney secondary greens, I'm calling you out. That's the weirdest color combination and that's a different Zoom. But okay, so my green babies. You have to be patient with people that are not green. Okay, you got to be. Because not everybody needs to know all the things that you need to know. If you tell a blue an example and a backstory of Betsu who did this, that's all they need. They don't need statistics. They don't need the numbers. They don't need the compensation plan. They just need to know how the heck to pop a diamond and you need all 17 and how much GV to get every single day. Nobody else needs to know that but you. Okay? Be patient with everybody else. You can do that stuff and you can also ask for that stuff. It's okay to ask for that information, but don't get angry because something I learned about greens is you're not very patient. Calm down, okay? Calm down, take a step back, and if you're really that green, then you can be self-sufficient and go get into eSuite and start reading, okay? Don't demand an answer, but go look for it. That's the best advice. And when you're training a green, you have to be patient, and I need you to wait till they come to you sometimes. Okay, because when I'm training green, sometimes they feel kind of smothered by me because I'm a blue and I want to be their BFF. I'm like, hi, let's be friends and let's make all the money together. And they're like, oh my God, did you just show me physical? Did you just try to hug me? Okay, like that's the one. Shy's laughing because like this is how a green thinks. Okay, did you just try to hug me? Did you just cry in front of me? Like they can't, right? They can't. Now here's the thing. If you just tell them what they need to know, they will love you because that's all that they need is just the knowledge, the info. That's it. Okay, so that's my color training. It's short and sweet. That's as simple as I could get it. That was a long talk. Okay,
I'm
Shy.
literally crying over here. It's fine. Can you just call me out like 6 times? But it's fine. But like literally, you guys, like I am green, okay? If you know me, I'm green. And like literally everything she said, like you have to be patient. And then like as a green leader, you have to be patient again. Because like she said, not everything is your way. And coming from someone that is stubborn because they're red and stubborn because they're green, I'm just like, what? Like I hate change. When TikTok came out, I'm like, y'all stupid. What are y'all doing? You're changing the rhythm. like I gotta add another thing to my 6 list. Like, oh my God, you know, and like that's like literally how you think. And so, I mean, I'm not gonna kind of take too much time on that because like because like literally everything she said is just so good. But like as a green leader, I feel you, sister. Like you have to be patient and you have to learn how to like grow those different sides of you. Because like I'm gonna throw Amber Lee under the bus real quick in a good way. Amber Lee loves on me more than anyone, and I literally sometimes I'm like, stop. But like I love it at the same time because like she literally like she grows that side of me every single day, and I'm so thankful for it because she's constantly hyping me up. And like that's not what a green needs. Like a green doesn't need that, but she's also growing that side of me, and that's probably why I test green yellow now. I don't even test green red anymore because I take the color test every week because I'm a green. But it's fine. But like literally, you guys, like it's fine. But like literally, so Amber, love you. That was not anything rude I was trying to say. So Sorry, but it's fine. But like, cause that's just how it is. Like, you have to learn how to like just adapt to different colors and just like adapt to different people. And like that literally, it comes with time, but it's just like little things. And like, I can say Kelsey Thornton, Ashley Mayfield, two of the best people to go listen on color combos. Katie, I almost said Katie Battenfield. Katey Bevington has a YouTube training on her series as well, and it's 4 videos and they're so good. And like the color personalities, literally by Kelsey Thornton, those ones are amazing too. Like they're just so freaking good. So Katey Bevington, Kelsey Thornton, Ashley Mayfield, 3 best people to go look at their YouTube about color personality stuff. Or Ashley actually has a podcast with Pam on Pam's podcast about the color personalities. That was a Zoom and it was really good too. So I'm going to move on for that because I could talk about colors all freaking day. Also, another thing, if you're green, you need the most help on understanding colors. That's one thing I'm going to say, because details, you love the details. So watch every video. You guys, I have notes and notes on notes of literal like color personalities and just understanding the brains of different people, because that's fun to me. So that was one thing. I'm out of breath. It's fine. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to go to is how to just handle getting negative comments from people. And I'm going to let Katie hop in on this too, because this one's a doozy. Because like there's just like different ways you go to, if you have to go about it. And you guys, we all get them, okay? We all get them. You are not alone if you get negative comments from people. I understand. I still get negative comments from people. You know what I do? Block. My block list on Facebook and Instagram is probably going to max out, and I'm very nervous for that day because that's just how I deal with them, which probably isn't the best way. But if someone, like I said, I wanted Katie to talk on this because I'm probably not the best person to say, but I just block them. Just don't even. If they're not paying your bills, their opinion doesn't matter, boo. Like, no, it doesn't matter. So Katie, go on from that, because I know you have a lot to say about that one too.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell you all about my first negative comment, and it literally broke my freaking heart, and the girl meant nothing to me. Okay, my first negative comment was, you know that really, really mean girl in high school that everybody ran away from because she was just really, really mean? She had never said anything to me on social media. Never. Commented on my first post that I talked about retiring from corporate America. Retiring. You know what? My diamond check was about $1,500 above average of a diamond check. Okay? I was balling at 19. Balling 3 times what my salary was. I posted that because at the time we could talk whatever we wanted to talk about. Okay? We didn't have ideas, things. So I talked about that, and she commented and she said, stop talking about this. Nobody even actually cares if you make money from social media. That was my first one, and I can remember it word for word. Yeah. So I blocked her, and I recently unblocked her after I went VIP because my stepmom was friends with her on Facebook, and she works at a restaurant waiting tables for $2.50, and I make 5-figure paychecks. So who's winning? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. This is what you do. Block them for a little bit. Hit some success, unblock. Because they're going to see that. Okay? I have another one on here. Cassandra. Cassie, my girl. My girl Cassie's from high school, okay? I don't know if y'all know this, but just giving you 2 different examples of girls from high school that watch you. There's the hateful girl who still watches me, and there's Cassandra who told me no 27 times because our products were not all gluten-free because I just wasn't educated and didn't know they were gluten-free. Joined me at a coffee shop after just completely ignoring me and being rude to me. Joined me and goes double diamonds. There's the mean girls who you can show off to, and then there's the other girls. So you can't stop posting. You can't let the negative comments get to you. As if had I done that, but Cassie literally joined me a week after, and I kept going even after that comment. You see what I'm saying? One negative comment, if you let it stop you, it's gonna hold you back from that person who can help you go to that next level. Court, I didn't forget you. She needed that recognition right there, okay? But I told Katie to go to this coffee shop. Yeah, there we go. I remember that day. But you can't let the negative comments, because, like, think about it. What if in 2.5 years you look back and you might remember that comment word for word, but she works at a restaurant making $250 an hour when you're making 5-figure paychecks as a triple dime? All right. How small does that comment look now? You let that one girl win. What's the point? What's the point of all the effort you put in? What's the point of all the days that you got up early and you stayed up late, people that trusted you with their future, trusted you to do all these things, and one comment gets to take that away from not only you, but them too? That's low from you, TBH, you know? So it's just a comment and they're just words. And just remember that people only say things that they want to say to themselves. People treat you the way that they see themselves. So just remember that. It's typically not about you, it's about them. And if you just shake it off, you get to go VIP and they wait tables for the rest of their life. Hello.
Yeah,
That
I
was
love
kind of
that.
you can change.
No, you're good. But no, because I mean, like, it's so true though. And like, I understand, like, I don't have feelings, so they don't hurt my feelings. But like, if you have feelings, you guys, like, it's okay. Sometimes, like, I get more offended when people say it to my team because I'm like, you don't go talk about my baby like that. Oh my God. And I freak out, you know? But like, you just have, just like exactly what Katey said. Whatever they're saying to you is what they're trying to say to themselves. So, yes. The next thing I wanted to go was kind of like going off of that, I guess, but someone asked, what do you do when you feel discouraged and you do personal development? Whoever asked this, you answered your question. You do personal development. Like when you feel discouraged, you open that book, How to Be a Badass, or You Are a Badass, whatever it is. But like you open that book that's gonna make you like feel better, you know? Because like when you're feeling discouraged, you guys, like it happens. And the same thing, like someone asked like how to stay motivated. And like it's not motivation, you guys, it's discipline. Yeah, Katey just put Hi God One More Thing. Like literally so many good books that she's about to throw in here. And if you have to do self-development or read 30 times a day, then you have to do it 30 times a day. If you need to listen to podcasts all day or Audible because you don't like reading books, I understand. Do that. You know, like figure out whatever is going to work best with you. Crystal said I listen to podcasts while I cook. Exactly. I typically listen to podcasts every time I'm in the car, or like I just have them playing like around my house or something, and it's just different things. Like some of them are like Craig Groeschel, like leadership podcast, or Empower Her from Keisha Fitzgerald, which is just kind of like, you know, like you go get 'em girl type of vibe. But like there are so many good podcasts out there that are literally just going to lift you up, or simply just put on some Jesus jams. That's all it takes. And like if you're feeling discouraged, it's okay. Journal about it, pray about it, whatever you have to do, but you have to get like you have to move from that spot because you have a choice. You can sit there and you can let them thoughts spiral and spiral and spiral inside of you. I have done that multiple times, more than I would like to admit. Katey's clapping her hands on the Zoom. It's fine. Didn't know you could do that. But exactly. Like you just have like you can sit there in that spot and literally just like spiral and put yourself even in more negativity, which I hate to say it, but I do all the time. Like I said, it's a literal bad habit of mine. But now when I think that thought, I'm like, that's not true. And I automatically think of what's true. One of the biggest thoughts for me, and just being transparent here, is like, I'm going to make a lot of money and I'm going to lose it. Who told me that? The little demon running around here. He told me that. Want to know what's not true? No, God is going to bless the fruits of my efforts every single time. Every single time. Every single time. And I pray, and I've been praying out loud because Katey made me. It literally is crazy to me sometimes, but you just have to remove yourself from that spot, you know? And I know Katey can talk about this a lot as well because Homegirl is the queen of personal development. So Katey, you can tag on there.
I was just gonna add in the praying out loud. The backstory on that is in November when I was at my lowest, I would call Courtney almost every single day, just pissed just like, if we're just going to be real here, I was just pissed that I was so low, because that's not who I was. I was the hype man. I was the fire. Like, that's who my team would call when they needed that. And I wasn't that anymore. I was so low. I was just like, so, I don't know, it was heavy. It was like a blanket over me. And if you've ever felt like that, I was just so overwhelmed and full of anxiety and just so in my head, honestly. Courtney was like, yo, I bet you won't pray out loud for 7 days. And if y'all know me, you got to say it like that or I won't do it. Okay? She was like, if you pray out loud and you pray with an expectant heart, just wait. So I started. 7 days. I'm pretty sure I enrolled about 7 distributors in 7 days. Okay. When I started praying about this girl I enrolled, I just felt this pull on my heart for her. Charted for Ruby that week. Charted for Ruby that week. Okay. Just, it was one after another. I remember shouting out these being charted. And I was like, oh my God, like, it's happening all through January. When I called Shay and I was mass enrolling, I was praying out loud, and I continuously said that out loud to people, and people would call me and be like, yo, I started praying out loud and it changed my entire business. So if you're in that spot, it's probably just because you're so overwhelmed and you're feeling that blanket over you. Shy, this is going to be a long Zoom, bro. It's fine. It's fine with me. I can talk all night. But it was just this blanket. So if you're feeling that blanket or you're feeling low, just pray out loud, and you're going to feel retarded at first. Like, if we're just going to be so real, you're going to feel like a freaking dummy. I yelled at Shy one day. I was like, you're going to pray out loud and you're going to call me back after you freaking pray out loud. And she was like, okay, Katie. And she called me back and she goes, I feel so much better. And I was like, wild. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, just try it. If somebody who can never try anything new can try it, you can try it. Okay? She's like freaking Shrek when it comes to the Green Queen. So, like, if you can try something, you can try something new. For 7 days, I challenge you to try that. I challenge you to pray out loud and just talk to the Lord about wherever your heart's at. There's no right or wrong way to talk to the Lord. He already knows what you're feeling and what you're thinking and what holds it if you'll just start talking. Okay, you can go on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, that literally is what happened to you guys. Like, I was having one of those moments, and I called Katie, and she was like, pray out loud, and, like, literally screamed at me. And I need that because I'm red, but it made me cry. And so, like, I hung up the phone. I was like, okay. And I hung up, and I was like, hey. I was, like, literally driving down the road, and it was the weirdest thing. But you know what? I kid you not, you guys. As soon as I was done, I literally felt just this, like, whew, it was gone. And I was like, why was I freaking out about that? Like, oh my God, you know? So, like, you just have to do it. And, like, honestly, sometimes, like, I have, like, notes and, like, everything everywhere. Just write it down. Because, like, it will make it somewhat better, but you need to, like, literally speak it from your mouth, because it makes things, it just hits so much differently whenever you do that. So I promise you can do it. You're going to feel weird. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You're going to feel weird. But once you do it, it literally just makes everything 10 out of 10 better. Yes. Okay. Trying to think of the next thing. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, I'm kind of like looking through these questions, like kind of squirrely. I'm trying to think.
Let's do the big one with all big letters that you text me. Let's do that one.
Oh, okay. I gotta read it. Okay. So this question's gonna have loaded things and like just different things coming from everywhere, and I hope this answers a lot of your guys' questions. But the first thing is, like, you have to be solution minded whenever you have a problem, is the first thing I want to say. And this was so hard for me to understand at first, because I was like, what do you mean? But like, when I go to Katie and I'm like, Katie, I'm not enrolling, I'm pissed, I'm upset, I don't like it, like, I'm just negative. What is Katie gonna say back to that? Sorry, do better next time. You know, like, you like, there's nothing for her to say. But if you say, like, look, like, I'm struggling with this, like, can we, like, talk about it, can you help me, blah blah blah, yes, I can help you, you know. But like, if you just come to me with a problem, what do you want me to say? Yeah, that sucks, because I'm not gonna say that, you know. And like, Katie, I know you're about to say something, so you can cut me off anytime. But like, you just have, oh, go ahead.
Okay, so I just feel that I really wanted to talk about this question because I used to be that person who would call Shay and just, she was my human garbage can. Something ever happened in your business and you immediately blame your upline, or you complain, and they get punished for the way that you're feeling or your results. I was that person, and now I'm not, obviously. But I was that person, and we can all kind of catch ourselves in that position sometimes. And so as we're going into this 90-day push, I just want to say, you, if you're a leader, you figure it out yourself and then ask your upline if that's the right way to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like earlier when I was calling Shay, I was mad, but like I had an idea and I had a solution for my problem. But all I asked her was, is this correct? Like, is this the right way I should be going? Like, is there something better I could do? Like, do you have a better idea, or is this the way? If you'll come to your upline like that, not only does it build, they start to trust you and they can start to depend on you more and kind of give you more. But when you just human garbage can, I'm not enrolling. Fantabulous. What do you want me to do? Like, what are you supposed to do with that? Eat the garbage? Not a garbage disposal. Hello. But I can help you. But you got to come with a solution. Crystal, that's something I've been preaching lately. Me and Shai were just talking about that earlier. The other part of that question. I can't get my freaking password on my phone. Okay, here we go.
Another thing I wanted to add into that is, like, on top of just like being solution minded, I just lost it. Jeez, that's where we're at tonight. It's fine. But like I literally just lost what I was about to say. It's fine. Did you unlock your phone? Because I was trying to.
Okay, so another part of that question was, stop depending on other things to happen for you. And this can be pretty much anything. Like, this can be your upline solving a problem for you. This can be with expecting things to come to you without actually putting in work. I actually just did a live in Boss Tribe over this, so I know some other teams that I invited don't have access to that, but some of the live that yes, Crystal, that's exactly it. The magic, or the work that you're avoiding, is the magic that you're missing. And really what that means is you can't do part of it and not the other part and expect the same kind of results. So really my advice on that is you have to do the entire rap girl cycle. So you can't just post and expect results. You have to post, message, follow up, interact, add your network. And I know all that sounds super complicated after I just said it in order, but like, it's not. If you'll just do it, do your 6 list. Don't do half of it and then decide that's enough. If you'll do the whole thing, you will see the results that you want. Because I promise you, not every day I want a message, but I'll be doing it for that paycheck. Imagine that paycheck and work for that paycheck, work for that goal, work for that. And it'll come, but you have to keep at it. And if you continuously just expect somebody else or a different result or whatever it is, it's just never going to happen.
Yeah, I love that. And kind of one of the last things that I say last things, so I'm sure we probably have more questions, that I also like wanted to add on was, like, someone asked like what being a leader means. And that question, like, honestly, I was like, that's a doozy. So, cause like, it just means like so many different things, you guys, but like the biggest thing that like I could like kind of come up with, I guess, was like being a leader just means to serve others. Like, serve the people on your team, you guys. Like, I am not doing any of this by myself. I have my girls here with me. I say girls because my team's primarily girls, but like, I have these people with me and I am serving them and I am helping them learn how to like serve others. And that can mean so many different things. Helping people figure out how to do a 6 list, how to complete the 6 list. Like, there are so many different things that like serving others means, but you have to put others before yourself. And that's the biggest thing. And that took a long time for Homegirl to learn. I say a long time, that's a different story, but it's fine. But like, you just have to learn that. And I can say, because you have to just learn how to put other people before yourself whenever you're thinking about doing something. Like, when I thought about this Zoom wasn't for me. Like I know the answers to most of these questions, you know, like not all of them, but I still know a lot of them. But it's like, I'm doing this for you guys, you know, and it's just like, you have to do it to serve others. And like, that's what being a leader means. And just like paving that path. And like kind of what Katey said, just doing the things every single day. If I complete my checklist every day, I am showing you guys what to do to get to this point. You know, like if I'm doing something, and that was one of the things I did. I always loved being able to like go over to Shay's house. And I was like, what's she doing over there? And I figure out what she did. And then I did it. And now we're going residential, you know? And then it's like, you just have to like learn and like adapt to different things. And it's just like growing and helping and loving on others. Like that's what being a leader is. Like there's nothing like special about it. Like honestly, if you have one customer on your team, you are a leader. Like even not even a distributor, if you have a freaking customer, because you are leading that person to get their results to whatever the heck they bought, you know? And it's just like showing people, it's like literally, I'm going to repeat myself, it is just showing them the path to where you are and helping them get there, not just expecting them to do it by themselves. Some of them will, but some of them won't. And you have to show them, hold their hand if you need it, run with them, like whatever you have to do. I think the other thing is like just like matching their effort. That's something that I do a lot too, is like if someone is like side by side running with me, we're going diamond, you know, like we're going diamond. But like if you're like walking, I'm going to walk beside you, but I'm also going to help her run to diamond in 30 days, you know? So it's just kind of like showing and like just meeting others where they're at, I think is the word I'm looking for. But Katey, did you have anything you wanted to add on to that?
I mean, I feel like being a leader is just showing up. It doesn't matter how you feel or what you think or anything. It's just being there, because sometimes being a leader isn't telling them what to do or even really anything to do with that. It's just being there. Sometimes being a leader is just being that person for somebody. And
Mm-hmm.
so, I mean, blues, sometimes you just got to be their friend, and then they'll do whatever you want them to do. And yeah, just meeting them where they're at. That's my go-to, is when somebody's like, how do I lead this person? Just figure out what they want and go
Exactly.
with that.
Yeah.
And that's all I have.
So another thing was some of the questions that I saw in the chat, and if we haven't answered any of y'all's questions, just put them in the chat again. But Caroline asked, how do I become a millionaire? So I'm going to show you or tell you guys about what I'm doing trying to become a millionaire, because we're on the way. But if you are diamond and above, cabs, okay? Cab bonuses. The best thing that happened to my business after diamond was literally getting cabs. Kate, was it April? Yeah. In April, you guys, I was pushing to maintain triple and I didn't hit it that month. So I was like, dang, you know, like it's fine, whatever. But I had focused so intentionally on cabs. And if you don't know what cabs are, once you go diamond, you unlock like extra bonuses because it works as amazing. And it literally is just other ways for you to make money. So for example, Amber is a distributor on my team. When she enrolls a customer and she helps them get their fast start bonus, I earn $120 just like that. I don't have to do anything. Just sit there and make money, you know? Because like that's like one of the things. But Amber learned how to do that because I was helping her. So that, no, we just kind of talked about that. But in April, you guys, I maintained double and I made a 5-figure paycheck with cabs, okay? Over half of my paycheck was cab bonuses. That is not fast start bonuses were another part of that. It was literally cabs. I opened it and I cried, and I'm pretty sure I paid myself, but it's fine. But it was literally because I was helping people earn their fast start bonuses and I was showing them how to help their people earn their fast start bonuses. And it's literally just duplication. Also insert income disclosure. It's literally all it is, you know? And that's just like the biggest thing. And just being organized, like that's a whole different Zoom that we could go into about organization, but just be organized with them, trackers, whatever you need to do. Y'all know I got all the trackers. If you want mine, text me. It's fine. This Zoom is my phone number. So hello, welcome to my phone. But literally, like it's just being organized. That's just the biggest thing, because it's literally helping people. And like it literally is crazy to me that that's all it is. It is helping people in every aspect that there is, helping people earn their bonuses, earn their shopping sprees, earn their promotions, everything. That's what's going to make you the most money, is enrolling distributors and teaching them how to do the Rock Girl Circle of Life, do the things, all of the things all the time. So
I have an answer to that question in the chat. Okay. Is she frozen for y'all too?
I was just not moving. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so how do you draw the line between dragging someone along and giving them time to learn, etc., if that makes sense? I just did a live on this in Boss Tribe. I don't know if you're in Boss Tribe, but okay, so this is what I do. I have them take the personality test, okay? And that's one of the first things I have them do. And if we're just gonna get really real here, that tells me a lot, because if they're dragging, if you're associating that with just not responding or just not doing anything or just being super negative, I really just feel like it's going to depend on a lot where they learn. Because I have a girl on my team. Oh, she's on here. Okay. Alyssa, I hope that's you, boo. That's my Alyssa. But she is a green. She's a dominant green. And so at first I feel like she wasn't wanting to work with me, or just wasn't being productive, or wasn't interested. And that wasn't the case. It was just the fact that she didn't understand what she needed to do past where she was at, you know? And so I thought she was dragging, but she just didn't know what else to do. So she wasn't doing anything. Does that make sense? So I feel like it's a communication thing. And it's also just like, where do they learn? Because if they're a blue, they're probably just bored. So just ask the question. And I have a girl on my team who refused to take the color personality test. She doesn't do anything, but she refused to take it. And I asked her, she wasn't sending me emojis. She wasn't sending me any kind of exclamations. And I just asked her if she was even interested in talking to me. And sometimes you just got to get that real, like, are you even interested in learning? Because if you're not, like, then why are we wasting either of our time? Like, I don't want to play this game with you, you know? And so I would just get really real with them. And I don't know what color you are, that ask that question, but I'm a red blue. So almost everything I say sounds exactly the same. It's going to sound the exact same tone for every single thing. So I can just straight up tell people like that, and they won't get offended. You're a blue red and they're all yellow. I would just ask them. I have a yellow blue that actually recently just quit, and she didn't quit because of her capability. She actually quit because of the belief in herself. And so sometimes you have to allow them to just sit back and watch you, because sometimes they have to believe in your success before they can believe in their own. So that would be my best advice for that.
Yeah. I know. Sorry. I'm in slow motion here. It's fine. But no, like, I love that, because it's like, you just have to, like, just everything she said was just perfect. And another thing is what I do. So being a red green, I'm to the point, like, I got my things, like, I don't know how else to explain it, but like, I have my checklist and I check in with them for a straight 14 days. After those 14 days, if you're not talking to me, bye. See you next time. Catch you on the flip side. Because that's who I am, and like, I do check in with them after that. It's like once a month, but I still check in with them. I'm like, hey boo, still over here making monies, do you want to come with me? Because like, you never know. Like, for me, and I know I'm Katey the same way, we both quit, did not make a ton of money, or we both joined and then didn't make a ton of money, and then we quit. Okay, but if our upline did not reach out to us, we would not be triple diamonds going presidential on her team, It's like, you never know what happens with people. I had someone reach out to me the other day, and she was like, hey, I'm a distributor underneath you, and like, I quit like a long time ago, but I want to come back now. And I didn't even know she's underneath me. And I was like, hey sister. And like, she like got started again, because like, you never know what can happen. But exactly, Shay annoyed me for 6 months, literally. My first paycheck was $9, and I was pissed. I was like, where's the thousands? Where's the $10,000? Because like, I just wanted money, and I quit. But she called me and she was like, look, there's a $5,000 emerald bonus. And I was like, say no more. What do I have to do? $5,000? You got it. Like, I was like, what do I have to do to make it? Because I mean, you never know what could happen. For me, I'm just money driven. For Katey, she literally found out she was pregnant, and she was bringing a little beautiful baby girl into the world, and that's what drove it for her. So you never know what that thing is for someone. Don't completely cut them out of your life, block them, none of that. Be there, but you don't have to like be there. But you have to be there. Does that make sense? I think that's like the biggest thing. And that's something I have to learn because, sorry, keto just did something really weird. But that's something that I have to learn is just because like I like hold on, like I don't know if it's like my color personality or what, but like I like cling and I never let go. And then when I let go, I'm like,
It's
yeah.
green. The green is the most loyal color. They have attachment issues.
Oh yeah.
So that's that's the thing. You're green, you won't let nobody go.
Yeah.
But
and I think it also depends on like your secondary color as well, because like you just have to think about who they are. Like I have all my nudie take the color personality test. Crystal actually sent like my exact script that I say in the chat. So just go over, like just scroll up and read it. But like it's just so true though, because like it just depends on what their colors are. But like if I have like, you eventually will understand them like once you go through this and everything. But like if you're a green, you're gonna attach to people. There's like a saying like you don't turn your back on a green, you don't stab them in the back, because as soon as you wrong me, out of my life forever. You know, and it's something that I have to work on too, because like you don't do it. But it's just something that you have to learn, you know. And like for yellows, like I feel like because yellow guys are like so people driven, and it blows my mind. I'm like, how can you do that? But it's just because that's who they are, you know. But that's why like what I love about this is I do have so many other leaders within my team that they can like pick up on different things. And I literally told Katey before on here, I was like, you complete me, because like you complete the other half of that. But it's like literally, but like I don't know how to explain that anymore. But like I can tell you, like Crystal just put it, like if you have a green on your team, don't cross them. That's the biggest bridge you'll ever burn, I will say, because it is hard for them to open up those gates again. It's very hard, and that might just be me, but that's what I've noticed. So, but yeah.
no more tracker for you, girl. That's what Crystal said.
Literally though, it's so funny though. But like it's like so true though. Like you just, I don't know. I could go into so many different things about that, but I'm trying to think. I think that was all of the questions. Yeah. Does anyone have any others in the chat? Sorry, this was a long Zoom.
They're gonna be scared to ask questions because we're gonna talk for another 30 minutes.
That's fine. Katey and I FaceTime for 6 hours every day, so we're used to this. We're used to just talking to ourselves, so it's fine. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this.